Hello, everybody, and welcome to LaChamba.com. I am Neil Rodriguez. A lot of companies are adopting behavioral-based interviews. Behavioral-based interviews are proving to lower turnover rates, and they're proving to quicken ramp-up times for employees. It minimizes the time that it takes for an employee to self-manage him or herself. So you should look out for that when you interview for a company. You should demonstrate to a company that you can hit the ground sprinting, not running, sprinting. Show them that you could turn your fingers into Usain Bolt's legs on a keyboard. That you are a self-starter. They want to see that, especially companies that are adopting behavioral-based interviews. Behavioral-based interviews are practiced on a premise that past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. So they will ask you questions to the effect of any situations that the prospective employer is facing. They'll ask you something to the effect of how you dealt with that type of situation in the past. So they could say something, how would you explain a technical problem to a client that you have to convince in order to get a technical implementation executed and finalized? And then you give your success story. You speak on a success story. Now, they are trained and instructed not to give out hypothetical questions. For instance, what would you do if the building were on fire? What would you do if a plane hit the building? Would you save yourself or your supervisor first? Or no psychological questions. For instance, what would you do if you were a zebra and a lion was chasing you? Would you hop or run? Would you fight back? Would you kick? They're not trained to ask you these types of questions. They want to get as much hard data as possible. They want to get as much into the specifics of all your qualifications as possible. So if they ask you hypothetical questions, they'll be leading you to start to guess. They don't want you to guess. They want you to tell them how you acted in the past when you faced a certain situation, when you faced a certain problem. That's what they want to do. And when they write down their notes and start copying down all the responses, they are writing everything down word for word, verbatim, because they are instructed to refrain from making any general impressions or any subjective perceptions of the candidate. They want to make a decision based on hard facts, based on the way that you have acted in the past, based on the way that you are acting currently. What did you do? How did you do it? Why did you do it in that fashion? What were the results? They want those answers. They want specifics. They want you to prove the qualifications of which you wrote, the qualifications you highlighted in your resume, through specifics of each one. They want to know how you made that company $50,000 in additional monthly revenue. Exactly. And why you did it in that fashion. And what were the challenges that you faced. How you took initiative. How you showed initiative, how you took corrective action, how you produced results and focused under pressure. They want to see all that. They don't want to have to make a decision from the gut just based on a guess that you came off a whim, because if you were to face a problem or an issue in this company, it's not like you are going to come up with a solution right away. You sit down, you strategize, you possibly brainstorm with your colleagues, and then you'll come up with a viable solution to the problem at hand. And that's how we operate. You strategize as much as possible. So I hope that helps. It's an inside track on how people are trained to be behavioral interviewers, how a lot of companies are interviewing and theorizing how much of a good candidate or ideal candidate you'll be for a position that is open for recruitment. That's what I learned. That's how I've been trained. I've helped recruit people in the past for certain companies at managerial capacities and other capacities as well. Hope that helps out. If you need any more assistance, you know where to reach me. I'm all over. Thank you for watching. My name is Neil Rodriguez. Have a great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy President's Day.